What's up, everybody? It's Lord Zoko back here with another video. And I just want to say, just saying, have a good Merry Christmas. So this is part 2 of one of Naruto was a like a Hyuga. But before we get into the video, I would like to leave a comment in the videos saying Merry Christmas. And I would like to leave a comment that says hi or something. Or at least say random spam. You can leave a like if you want to. It helps out the video. And subbing also helps out me by a lot actually. But either way it go, let's get into a video. Where I last left off. The QB. Since Naruto never had any chakras to begin with. The QB regained in the 4 years the QB regained the chakra. And since Naruto never had any in the first place, he couldn't hold it in he couldn't hold the chakra back all the way. So he couldn't hold the chakra back all the way. So the QB took him over. Was easily able to take him over. But Minato was able to stop him. Minato was able to stop him. But at a cost. Kushina and Mima and Misa got hurt. And they rushed Minato and Kushina picked up them and rushed him to the hospital while Naruto stayed laying there. And then Obito came and took Naruto to the hospital himself. We left off on Naruto. He's getting beat and abused by the villagers because of what happened, even though it's out of his control. And Kuchina says that doesn't seem right because Richmond signed, so she went rogue and think ever get her like this. But then right after that, this is where the story actually began off. So, they're all eating dinner when Jiraiya walks in, talking about the treasure of prophecy, the child of prophecy. And Kushina says, well, you know who they are. They're the old sage, the old soul sage. The old soul. He told me that it's a child, it's a child from the Uchiha descent. I went from the Hyuga, Real Flash, and the Uzumaki, the Red Death. And it was like, huh? So it's between Naruto, Mima, and Mito. And Jiraiya like, yeah. He's even one of the orchestration of prophecy. It's one of the shouts of prophecy. And the second shout, one of essence, to help along and befriend, but still there's a lot of argument, the one to fight and lose against the shroud of prophecy comes from the Uchiha descent. So one of the Uchiha kids. So you said one of the Uchiha kids it's one of the shrouds of prophecy. It's long but one of ours. And they're just like, yeah. Yeah, so which one is it? The old soul said, just so that's just help me to train them. Okay, so we're gonna start training Naruto, Mima, and Mito. And Jiraiya like, yeah. And Jiraiya like, yeah, let's train all three of them. But we're gonna need a bigger place, since this place isn't quite big enough for our training. Mito like, I'm going Kage, I'm rich. I could get a new training, buy us a new training field. And Jiraiya and Kuchina said, no you can't. Yes I can, I'm going Kage, I'm the richest man, one of the richest people in the village. No, we're not buying a new training ground, Minato. Wait, what you mean? I'm going Kage. I can afford this. Do I have diamonds in my ears yet? Do I got diamonds in my ears? Ajara and Minato Ajara like in their head, huh? These ladies always trying to game gold diggers for diamonds and crap. They always trying to finesse their way into diamonds. And Kushina yells out, exactly. So let's see, unless I get a pair of diamonds in my ears, we ain't rich. And we ain't rich, and we're still on basic, and we're still finna get basic cable. And they're just like, yo, that's not fair. It's not fair. I don't have diamonds in my ears. So you, but then me to so have to go out. I buy her gold assorted diamond earrings, 24 karat gold diamond earrings, 24 karat gold diamond earrings, and a master training field that's right outside the village gates, so they won't control nothing inside the village. But this training field have its own gate. That training field, Cisco Uzumaki clan, I'm gonna say it's got exactly destroyed in this one. There's still a good 500 members. There's still a good 500 members of the Uzumaki clan, and they are a part of Konoha. About, well, I'm gonna say 600. To use things out, it's about 300 who land on Whirlpool, and there's about 300 who lies within Konoha. And Kushina is, I'm gonna say Kushina is the clan head of the Uzumaki. I don't wanna say, since I don't want exactly, I don't want, the teams are gonna be the same. The Uzumaki, Susan Konoha. I'm gonna say none of them are the graduate academies, and a lot of them too young. I don't want to make up new names. I don't want to make up new team names, formations, but there's still there's still a good few Senjus left to even things out of make it fair. So they outside training, and the first thing that happened after a month of training, instead of training with doing with Naruto, Mima, and Miso, Naruto able to at the age of 5. Since it happened a month at the age of 5, Naruto was able to unlock his Byakugan. And remember, Naruto, Minato, and Kushina is mad at this. As Jiraiya, you notice it, but he's a little upset that he unlocked them before Mima and Minato too. So he just lets it slide. And then you got Naruto, a chakra control, where Mima and Minato is too. But looks like they're Uzumaki. So yeah. But then after a year of training, Naruto was able to put off the back of the body flicker shadow clones. And Minato Okushima is upset at this, that Naruto is stronger than Mima and Miso. But they're just like, no, it can't be long now. Mima and Miso is gonna catch up. There was so they're just doing basic drills. And Naruto at this point, since he's gonna run point, Naruto, Jiraiya, and since Minato and Mima and Minato haven't exactly a lot of Byakugan yet. They're on the verge of it. They just can't hold it. They can't hold that chakra control to hold a lot of Byakugan. So Jiraiya is chasing them to Mount Miyaboku, while he's chasing us to Mount Miyaboku first, and he lets Mema and Miso, the senior girls, creating honor Kushina and Minato. And Kushina are like, no, this demon can't be allowed to learn HMO before Mima and Miso. And Naruto's just like, wait, what she just called me? It's really like, well, you're right, but they have a lot of Byakugan or have finished with training, so nobody's going to call her out. Okay, I see how it is. At this point, Naso, he's way ahead of Mema Amito. Like, he has the Fly Raptor and the Body Flicker, mostly Shadow Clone, add a missile techniques, the Water Jacket, Water Prison, Water Bullet, Wind for a Scale Palm, and Wind Dome. Wind for a Scale Palm and Wind Dome. And with Fire. And that's all the other missiles he have right at the moment. I have a time skip of 1, 10, well, 10. That way I remember his techniques. So, I'm also sitting on Mount Miyaboku, trying to learning Sage Mode. But since this character was like 7 years old, it's going to take him a while to get Sage Mode down. I want to say it takes him about a year. It takes him about a year to master Sage Mode. That's why he's not in a hurry. And so he mastered it in Cannon, but this time he also, at the age of 8, after 1 year has passed, is able to fully master Sage Mode. Now we go back. And Mema and Miso have already unlocked their Byakugan. Of course they would have. Because that's no point. It wouldn't make much sense. Some Hyugas don't like the Byakugan at all. But it still makes sense for them to unlock their Byakugan. But then, Naruto sees that Mema and Miso is being treated better for some reason. He just hasn't arrived, even though he's stronger. And Jiraiya came back. Jiraiya, Jiraiya came back. Naruto is Shroud Prophecy by Glacial, Shroud Prophecy. Jiraiya came back. He's like, I got a new perception. I got some new perceptions about the Shroud Prophecy from the old sage. It says that the sages is more like it's more. He's like a Shroud of Prophecy is lacking behind your oldest. But Jiraiya made this up as a lie so he could just get Naruto focus on Mema and Miso. So you saying that Naruto is important? And Naruto's like, wait, what? He says the Shredder of Prophecy have black hair and Naruto's hair on a shown red. By the way, Naruto is half Hyuga. Naruto half is mostly Hyuga and Uzumaki. So I want it. Now his hair not on a shown red. Trash that. Yes, the Shadow of Prophecies is a child that's not neglected. Like it's but the child least focus on it's the child least focus on like Hugo the Yellow Flash, like Uzumaki the Red Dove. The Uzumaki Senju Red Dove. Well the Uzumaki Senju Red Dove. So like both so like both mean so and Kushner are like, yo, we've been focusing less. We've been focusing the most on Naruto, so he's not the child property. It has to be it has to be Mema and Mito. So like, Jiraiya like, yeah. So we're gonna need more space. We're gonna need more space to train them. So we could just and Naruto, Kushner like, well, we could just kick Naruto out. He's at academy anyway. We could just buy him his own small apartment. He just buy him his own house. But secretly, Naruto in a forest, he built his own mansion because he knew something like this might happen. So he built his own mansion because Naruto was still getting abused by the villagers. So in case he ever got kicked out by his parents, if his parents just stopped liking him, he built his own mansion in the forest. Naruto like, huh. So they buy Naruto a small apartment, or think they bought Naruto a small apartment, but Naruto in reality just live in a mansion. And since they're focusing on Mema and Miso, they think that they're going to surpass Naruto easily. But Naruto, he's still training on his own. And he's still being abused by the villagers. So, but we skip ahead about a year when Naruto's about age of 10. And at that point, he figures out, since he blacked out, he figures out that he's a nice soldier jerky. And he thinks, if anybody ever just tries to speak to him, has anyone just ever tries to speak to him before? So he goes inside of his mind. He goes inside of his mindscape and asks, and and loosen the sail a little bit so you can see her on my face. I'm gonna like, yo, so you're this demon everybody's talking about. And Kurama like, no, I'm no, I'm no demon. I am a QB. And that's what's like, what's a QB? Well, massive amount of chakra form. We're a massive QBs are massive, massive amounts of chakra dagger into one place, forming us. But we also have souls to hold the chakras together into our forms. So could you pick any form you want? And they're like, well, can you pick any form they want since you're mostly chakra? And I also just like, QB like, Kurama just like, yeah, but I like being a giant fox. I'm ready for Kurama, girl, because this is gonna make this complicated. So Kurama turns to her, don't she's not gonna rape Naruto, no. That's, oh my god, why did anybody ever create that? You should, well, Naruto's gonna have a harem on this, just because I can't give him one. And Kurama is a part of that. So Kurama goes to her humanoid form, goes to a humanoid form, and just like, so, what are you doing here, kid? And Naruto's like, why are you still here? Well, a long time ago. Well, it's not me. My voice is just, wow. I can't. It's not me, but years ago, a few years back, I was sat on a manga show by Uchiha, and he forced me to attack the village. And he forced me to attack the village with my Genkyu. So also like, so you're not that much of a bad person. Oh, oh yeah, I don't like humans like that, kid. Well, I don't like humans, kid. And just like, well, what's your name? Kurama was just like, wait, what? No one ever asked me my actual name before. And he's just like, Kurama. Naruto takes off the seal and breaks it entirely. And Kurama like, kid, you know, you just made a huge mistake. I could break out anytime I want. And Naruto's just like, well, if you leave a little bit of chakra in here, If you leave a little bit of chakra in here, I'll survive. And that way, in your humanoid form, and you have inside, if you have cells, you can walk around the village anytime you want. The Chroma was just like, wait, why have you ever I thought of this? I can make a deal with my Cherokees. So hold this. Chroma just like gets out. KCM still gonna exist. So so Chroma gets out of the cell. And everybody since excuse him out Shocker just leave somewhere. But it's nothing. It's just been a measles training. And Sasuke's no joke either. He's a I want to make Sasuke a part of the pure Uchiha, the pure. Minato is a pure. It's a pure Hyuga with a birth defect. Kushima is a pure swarm to Uzumaki. And Naruto is pure half and half, pure Uzumaki, pure Hyuga. So like, yeah. And Cruz and Kurama just walks out of the cell out of Naruto's body, leaving him chakra so he survived. And she's just like, yo, you live in a mansion. You live in a mansion. And Naruto's just like, well, yeah. Well, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to school. And Kushina like, well, I'm going with you. I've never been to this school before. I want to see what it's like. I want to scare people. Well, but she's just like, okay. So Naruto walks into class one day, and Mima and Minto have got cocky since they got a stronger than Naruto. But over the span of 1 year, Naruto been trained in essentially Kurama, becoming even more powerful than he already was, and even furthering his development over Sage Mode, even managing to merge it with his Byakugan. And Kurama, throughout these years, went back in the cell left so Naruto's body just get naturally used to it so he's not weakened. She hops back inside Naruto, while going back to her thought state, and she's just like, yo, Naruto, I'm gonna let you use my chakra. I think your body ready to handle KCM or perfect strength, So Naruto fist bumps a massive Kurama. Fist bumps a massive Kurama, and she's just like, yo. And Naruto instantly outside, not get mentioned, but not get mentioned, but nobody saw Kurama get come out that day. I mean, I can imagine got outside and exchanging fields at the school, the academy, everybody just looking what Naruto was doing. What is this even doing? A pink hair Banshee right out. A pink hair fangirl yells out. And Naruto instantly goes, Sage goes, and Naruto, Kurama asking Naruto to keep your Byakugan activated and Sage Mode activated. And they like instantly burst into KCM with massive amount of chakra. And Minato accused a bunch of Umbo sisters. So they rush to the academy since it gets massive surge of chakra, feeling it to be a version of QB chakra, assuming it to be a version of the QB chakra. And they get Naruto Minato have lost control, mostly Naruto since he have lost control once before. So when they get there, all they see is a sage, it's a perfect Cherokee sage mode, not not SOS yet. Not SAO that not SOS yet. Sage is this path. SOS yet. But the use Naruto in perfect Cherokee mode with Sage mode on top of it. And the Byakugan, they don't see it. But the Byakugan is trotting since Kurama forced, kind of forced a little bit, it's starting to evolve into the Sensagun. It's trying to evolve into the Sensagun. And they're just like, oh crap. Naruto, he's already mastered the QB power. And Mima Amiso is upset about this. And they're just like, hey, you can't do that. We have the chakra. We only have the soul. So we want you to give us all that chakra you got. Again, getting on the Sansa gun. And you have to give us your eyes. And Naruto's just like, why would I do that? Because we're stronger than you. Because we're stronger than you and we deserve it more than you. And we deserve it more. And they're just like, Naruto's like, no, I can't just give you a chakra. I will die. And they're just like, so, nobody cares if you die. You're just a demon. And Kushina walks up to Mema Amiso. And Naruto's just like, just smiling. And Kushina like, how'd you get the QB power? And Naruto like, I opened the seal. Again, Naruto powers down. Again, Byakugan have transformed into the Sensagun at this point. And Naruto can deactivate the Sensagun and Byakugan at will. It's not always activated. You can activate it. And you can activate the regular Byakugan. So you activate it, dropping out of KCM. Perfect Cherokee KCM. And and Kurama and her female human state walks out of the seal. And Naruto, and they sense that somehow, some way, that's the QB. And Minato put his guard up. And they're like, how? And Mima see that, Sarah, you can steal her. You can steal her inside of. You can steal her inside of us now. And now, and QB like, well, I'll give you some chakra. So like, I can give you chakra. And it's just like, wait, what? I mean, I could give you some chakra, make that much. I have much more chakra than I had originally when I first got sealed, but I could give you chakra, making it more. And she asked Naruto so she could just do that so they could shut up. Naruto like, he doesn't care. And he would rather not. Well, Naruto's like, no. I mean, so like, how could you, escape the seal without Naruto dying? And it's just like, well, I don't have to. I don't have to. As long as I leave a little bit of the chakra inside of Naruto, he'll survive. And I'm always close to him. So like, I mean, Kushina just like, yeah, this can't be possible. How did you, how did you, how did you get him to use your chakra, let him use your chakra? And Kurama just like, he asked me my name. I wanted to become friends with me. Instead of treating me like a demon. And P.S. We're not demons. The QB aren't demons. I don't know where you got this from, but the QBs. SLBs aren't demons. Most likely, Masters and Master Shock were made by the sages as fast. For God's sake, for goodness sakes, we come from a tree. We come from a cell beast that was an actual freaking tree. If you want to be called us anything, call us trees or something. Call us tree. We were most likely freaking saplings of a tree. And it just happened. Yeah, and you're just like, okay. And Jiraiya's at, and he actually knows what Shroud Treasure of Prophecy is. And Kurama like thinks back, have to think about it a little bit. you have to think about it a little bit. If you remember the old man, the sage of his path, you remember the sage of his path saying something about. You remember sage of his path saying something about one day a child will be born who will lead the world and befriend all of your selfies, and he would know all of your names. And not and Kuchin and Chrome was just like, yeah, I remember the sage of his I remember the sage of his path saying something about that. It's about how one day all of us selfies will find one person who will know all of our names and lead the world into peace. And try like you know who it is. And since Naruto asked her name, she yells out she thinks it's Naruto. And they're just like, no, you liar. It's Amito. Naruto must be controlling you somehow. And Mito tries to go up to release the cell. As if he was just gonna let Naruto die. He was just gonna let Naruto die. He was just gonna let Naruto die. So he was just gonna seal her back in to remember Amito completely. And Kurama's just like, get back. No, 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 get back. And she's just like, huh. These spoiled brats, even though these spoiled brats even ask the virgins to meet inside of them their names. And they're just like, no. Exactly. So like, see ya. And remember, Amisha just so mad right now that they not able to control her Huey chocolate like Naruto can. They go to Huey says, when Naruto sees this, and gets to her saying at this point, and he just whoops him, knocking him out. Now, after that happened, we skip ahead to the academy graduation. And Sasuke, he's just training at this point. He just maxes with training, and he's already unlocked since he's a purebred Uchiha. He doesn't have to kill someone to unlock his Magekyo. He could just unlock it naturally from training. Since he doesn't have to train, he's just training. And he's easily able to unlock his Magekyo at this point. And almost to the verge. It's almost at the verge of unlocking his Eternal. But Sasuke isn't going to unlock his Eternal Magekyo. It's to the final arcs of Naruto. Not Shippuden, but after Sasuke retrieval arc, but Sasuke isn't going to leave the village. So where it would be, that's when he's going to unlock his Eternal Magekyo. So yeah, so they take the graduation exam, of course. First it's Shuriken. No, first it's the Renin exam. Then second, the Shuriken exam. That's the Kunai exam. Next, the Taijutsu battle. And Naruto, he's a master. He's a master in swords and needs. And he knows how to, what's it called? Kenjutsu. Kenjutsu. Naruto also really good at Saijutsu and Kenjutsu as well. Kenjutsu as well. Naruto is just a legend. So as you know, Naruto is a little freaking legend. So yeah. So yeah. Oh my god, I'm watching both when I get background face that I got contracted horribly. Then, because I just said I get final sets, have to perform one jutsu and make at least 3 solid clones of yourself. Or 3 clones of yourself. So at this point, there's some father Suna who fails and basically gets Hamster Silver shoulder and basically kill this kid. But Naruto's there, he's able to take the shoulder to him back as learning every day, knowing it, including what's not what's out. But this is just an excuse for me to make up some BS jutsus and cells. So yeah, now this we can begin with Naruto. So I'm just gonna end the story off right here. It's been going on for 36 minutes. Peace out.